Hello and welcome to Experiences and Perspectives, the podcast where we explore and reflect on how to live a healthy, joyous, and creative life. I'm your host Siddharth Srivastav, and today I'm going to talk about introversion and the things I've been dealing with due to introversion after coming into the corporate life. So, let's begin with it. I had to attend the quarterly meeting of my department, which was later converted into a department dinner where we ate, people drank, danced, talked, shared views, built connections, and enjoyed a lot. So, that was uh, my first experience in that way. At first, when I went there, I challenged myself for one thing, to talk to someone, anyone, stranger, as it was my first time to be there and my seniors told me to interact with people. I challenged myself to do that. For at first, it was scary. Yeah, it was like the feeling someone is standing there. You think you should talk, but you don't know really how to talk and how should I approach or begin the conversation. So I continued to figure it out for almost half an hour. I was just talking to my group of friends, my intern colleagues. Then I thought, no, I have to do it. Let's get out of the comfort zone. Comfort zone, for me, the comfort zone is right where I am on my bed, all alone. Nobody's in the room. Just the solitude vibe. It's the best thing. But there I had to interact with people. I had to escape my social anxiety, escape my comfort zone, and get to talk to the people. And luckily, I did. Yeah, it was scary. Firstly, I for 10 minutes. It's kind of funny. For 10 minutes, I stared at each one of the person in that hall, looking for should be this the first person, or should be that, or should be that. Then thinking, and then I'm like, okay, let's lock it. This would be the first person I'm gonna talk to. But then again, it was a trouble. How? Yeah. Uh, Most of the people there were drinking beer, wine, vodka, or other alcoholic drinks. Some non-alcoholic mocktails as well. So I thought I don't have to drink. I took a mocktail in my hand and then went to the person, my first target. I began by, "Hi, excuse me. I'm a new intern at this company." He's like, "Yeah, hi." And then I'm like, "Yes, it's not a big trouble. I just had to step up." First conversation was little bit weird, I would say. It went little bit awkward, but I maintained it, and I would say the effort of the other person as well, as he was a senior and he quite experienced than me, so he took the conversation in his hand, and we talked for about 5 7 minutes, and that was the biggest achievement for me. I talked to a stranger at the office in the office meeting. Wow, the feeling was incredible. And the first one was a guy, and then second I thought, yeah, I talked to one person. Let's set a target that today by the end of this meeting I would talk to three people. Three. So then again I took a break for 5 or 10 minutes. Social battery down just after one random conversation. I'm like, no, yeah, no, I have to talk. I have to talk. Again, looked all around the place and figured out, now this should be my next target. I went there. She was a senior, and I started with a conversation with the same thing. Um, yeah, I'm a new joinee at this company, and I'm this. I'm a podcaster, like that, and she took it, and we talked. That conversation went over 10 minutes, and after that I was like, yeah, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. And I did. Let me tell you, by the end of the whole party, I had talked to 9 or 10 people. All were completely strangers to me, and out of those 10 conversations, I started 9 of them. The biggest achievement I ever had, really. I talked. I did. I guess we really need to do it. After getting into the corporate world, we, especially people who are introverts like me, need to open up a little bit. Yeah, definitely. We don't need to change our personalities, which never gonna be worth it. It's gonna make situations worse, only. So put on a mask, become an ambivert for some time, do all what's required, and then come back to your original state. Don't change the personality for it. I have multiples though. That was for some time I switched into my extrovert personality, talk to the people, and after I was done, my battery for the social person got drained. I sat back on the desk chair with a mocktail in my hand and kept sitting there listening to music while others went for the DJ party, dance, and all those stuff. I was sitting quiet, simply listening to the music, watching a football match going on. When one of my manager and other people asked me, why are you sitting alone here? You should party, you should dance, don't you like dance? um, mm, went I answered them completely honestly, like, I told them my social battery is drained now and I just need some time to recover and gain back my energy to talk to people. And at first I thought that's not the right answer. I still don't know if it's the right answer or not. But I told them this, and I was expecting mixed reaction, but they were okay. They said, oh, you have social anxiety? I said, yeah, a little bit. So you can take your time. And that made me like, yeah, I gave pretty right answer. As most of the people there were extroverts, it seemed maybe they are not, because we have multiple faces. We only know how the person is, the person, whatever the person wants to tell us, we only know that. So I think, yeah, there were multiple introverts like me who had social anxiety at that time, but had a way to cope up with that. Like, yeah, my one of my senior, he also told me that I too have social anxiety. That's why he sat with me for 15-20 minutes where I was alone, and we talked. Yeah, another thing which I experienced there was drinking alcohol. I didn't drink. Many of the people tried the first time at the time, and forced me as well, but I'm like, it's hard coded in my brain. Don't drink. It's never gonna change. It's like the boot file. It won't change at all. People drank, took sips, took 1 pack, 3 packs, 4 packs, 7 packs, even my colleagues. But I was like, no, bro, I'm happy with my mocktails. I drank 5 mocktails, different ones, and they were all good. So yeah, that was another thing happening there. Social anxiety is a real thing, and there are ways to deal with it. I'm still figuring it out. Like, talking to strangers now, I'm confident I can do it. Dealing with new people in the office as well, pretty much now experienced. But talking with a bunch of people at once, like public speaking, it's still rough. Like, every time I've been asked to introduce myself with a in front of the team or in front of the department, I had been uncomfortable. I have not spoken well. Like, on that day in the town hall meeting, we were asked to introduce each other. When I was being introduced by one of my friend, I was not looking at her. My eye contact was not being maintained to anyone. I was looking down somewhere here, somewhere here, somewhere here, like I'm doing right now. I'm unable to make eye contact with myself as well. I don't know why. That I need to really work on. So yeah, that's a thing that needs to be improved a lot. Like when I asked few experienced people about who are very good at public speaking, they told, know your place first and know what you are gonna speak first completely, and be confident about that. Then only the words will come out perfectly and in sync with what you are thinking. And yeah, that's a really good advice. But how to implement it? You know it how to implement it. Like, um, if we are gonna present something, know the presentation, what's present in the slides, and what you should be knowing about the slides you have to talk. It's hard work. Like, yeah, people. Sometimes it's not like that. All generalized introverts always need a solitude and lone time. They need it. It's a permanent thing we all need. But sometimes we do need people. We really do. Sometimes solitude thinking and planning everything gets converted into overthinking and self-sabotaging. So to escape that, to prevent that, we need people. We need distractions, not in the form of social media or anything. We need people to get distracted from overthinking and thinking all the wrong things. Yeah. um, yeah, I think that. And uh, sometimes they are only the people we really know and connect with. They could help. Only they could help. They talk to us, or we just let our inner thoughts and overthinking reasons flow out to them, and they they might or might not be able to suggest us the best ways, but after listening, it gets out of our brain. The overthinking causes gets out of our brain, and we are relaxed. Our mind gets relaxed. And there's a quote, hmm, if you wanna go fast, walk alone, but if you wanna go far, walk together. uh, but I have a different opinion on that, that we need to mix both of these things. We wanna go far. I wanna go fast as well as I wanna go far. Fast in certain things and far in certain things. Like, to cross the threshold for anything, to any of our achievement, um, that needs to the threshold needs to be crossed very fast. For that, we need to be alone. We need to keep all our plans, everything, just to ourselves. Never disclose our initial plans or thought processes about any goal we are targeting to, or any path we are running for. Never share that to anyone until you cross that threshold. I learned that from one of my friend as well. She's a entrepreneur now. I will say her an entrepreneur. She has crossed her threshold. She has two startups running. She's just my age, a college dropout, and I don't really know exactly. One is in one startup. One of her startup is in food industry, and another startup is in media marketing. So these two she is doing simultaneously, and she never told me about this earlier. She had been a good friend, but she never told me until she crossed her threshold, and now she's earning pretty well, and she is on her own, kind of. I would say she considers her an independent person. And uh, that's the thing which drives me. Like, she was alone. She crossed the threshold alone and fastest way possible, walking alone. And now, as she has crossed the threshold, now she needs team, people, and to walk together and go the farthest she could. So yeah, That's a good thing, really good thing, yeah. Why do I never listen to my own thought processes? I need to listen to my podcast myself. I need it. It's like walk alone until you reach the threshold of your goal, and then walk together to reach the farthest, to achieve your goals and make it, embrace it to even bigger and bigger goal. Discipline is the reality. How am I getting disciplined? I'm not a disciplined person. I was, but I am not. I won't say I'm a disciplined person anymore, but I need to be, really. I'm not waking up on time. Discipline, accountability. Oh my god. Do you know why am I making podcast right now? Because I it really hit me like I spend around uh, $29 to get the subscription of Riverside.fm last month and recorded just 3 episodes. Can you imagine? $10 for one episode. Really. And that too didn't work well. So yesterday after my subscription got renewed, I thought like, no man, no. I can't waste money. I can't be so indisciplined and so bad person. I need to be accountable to myself as well. I need to be accountable to my podcast. I have spent money and I need to get some worth from it. So I have to record it. And I think it went good. I talked pretty good stuff today. How to recover from an anxiety. Hmm. I will be recording more and more monologues now, because monologues are good, kind of um, journaling, pretty much similar to it. I'm expressing my own thoughts, my own advices to myself. Hope people get them as well, and it's fun. And talking to myself chills the brain and relaxes the mood. Writing a journal is one thing, talking to myself in a journal is a different thing that I need to work on. So yeah, and I think for doing that, I need to practice more and more. I need to get more chances to talk to a bunch of people all together, get to know them, know the place first, get to know what I'm gonna talk about, be confident about that, and I guess that will work. And it's getting better. It will get better with time, because I'm just beginning. I just about to. Uh, it's just about 2 months of me in the corporate world. Yeah, and I'm just a student, a kid, little boy, little boy. Okay, so yeah, let's end it here. You definitely want to go far, and that too in a fast pace. So go to the threshold alone. Don't share it to anyone. Don't seek anyone's individual help, personal help. Yeah, you can to some extent, and then walk together to embrace that goal to the highest extent it possibly can. Yes, I'm gonna do that same way. I'm gonna follow my advices for sure. So, yeah, that's all for today. See you next time. Till then, stay sane and keep exploring. Bye bye.